Wonder Festival 2023 in the books. This is where all of the biggest figure manufacturers come out to show their amazing upcoming figures. This happens biannually, so this is the winter edition, even though we're technically in February, but we're not done with winter just yet. So I'm going to go through, we're going to look at all of my favorite figures that have been announced from this festival. There's a lot of good ones, so make sure you stay all the way to the end. Let's get started. Kicking it off with FNEX, we have a figure from Bofuri. I don't want to get hurt, so I'll just max out my defense, of course. I like that the shield is just as giant as the actual figure. I think that's really good. It's really cool. The water effect is all right. It adds to it. But when I saw it immediately, I was like, oh, damn, the shield's actually really, really big. The detail is really nice. I think the face sculpt is really, really good. So this is where I'm kicking it off, right? I got another one from the same manufacturer we're going to take a look at. I lied. I have two. They're both Blue Lock figures. Now, they're not exactly going to blow you away. All right, they got the cool effects on them from the show. I don't think it's like revolutionary figure making, but I'll take anything Blue Lock, and I have to share them honorable mention for sure. I mean, look at them both. They both come with a soccer ball as well. That's a little bonus added perk on there. So I think it's cool. Hopefully they eventually do the whole team from Blue Lock. I think that would be amazing. I'm looking for a King figure personally. He is the GOAT. Let's move on to the next one. Now this one is from ALICEGLINT. It's from Danmachi. Is it wrong to pick up girls in the dungeon? I don't remember her name, but it is the cool elf chick. It's been a very long time since I've seen that show, but I feel like I don't ever see any of the characters get any love aside from the two main girls. Obviously, we're going to go with the goddess Hestia. She's got plenty of love out there, but I feel like I don't see a lot of love for her. I know she has her own novel or spin-off manga as well. I think it's cool. I like the effects. The outfit's really good. The cloak, amazing. So I think it's a good figure. I'm looking forward to it. I'll definitely try and cop it when it comes out. Let me know what you guys think. The Rock's not the greatest, but it'll do. Moving on, Shibuya Scramble. They unveiled a whole bunch of Jujutsu Kaisen figures. They, of course, the only one they had painted was Best Girl Maki, which, we ride or die for Maki, but I do wish it was her manga look. If you've read in the manga, you know what I'm talking about. But this is her OG from the anime, or you could even say, I guess, from Jujutsu Kaisen 0, wherever you want to run on this one. But I think it looks really good. Now, I did want to throw this in there because, firstly, the grass effect, very cool. But they have two other figures that they're working on as well. They have a Ghetto figure, which is, obviously the main villain from the whole show. And then they have Panda Gorilla Mode, which is just crazy that would be getting a figure. I thought for sure, go easy boat mode, then just go Panda. No biggie. We're just going to make a Panda. But it's straight up battle Gorilla Mode, and both of them look really, really good. Now, it's worth noting also, they did mention they are also doing an Itadori and a Megumi figure, but they didn't have anything to show aside from pictures. That's what a lot of this event was just kind of announcing like, hey, we're doing one of this character, and then there's nothing else to see. It's just a picture of them from the show. So they don't get a mention for that, but these other two figures I think are really, really good. I would say the best one of the bunch, weirdly enough, is Panda Gorilla Mode. I think that one looks really, really good. Next, I got to show Tokyo Revengers love, so we're moving on to Rouge. I hope I said that correctly. They did two Tokyo Revenger figures, both from manga covers that have come out. And obviously one is of Mikey. You got to have Mikey. And then who's going to come up with Mikey as well? Draken. All right. I mean, the detail on these figures is amazing. Just look at the outfit. I think it's really, really cool. I believe this is a future Mikey version. I've not read all of the manga, so please don't spoil it for me in the comments. I'm looking at you, Vamp, okay? But I think it looks really, really good. Look at the painting. I like that they're walking down the stairs. I think there's more than just these two that have the similar outfit. I've seen the manga cover before. So it would be cool if they do the whole thing. Maybe they could set up like a whole staircase, like you can have the manga cover as figures. I think that would potentially be really cool, but we'll see. All right, I got to give special shout out to S-Fire. I think they are my favorite thing from the show. I think the painting they do on their figures is really, really good, and I have a whole bunch that I want to shout out here. I'm going to kick it off baby mode. All right, Chainsaw Man. Their Chainsaw Man figures, there's a whole bunch of Chainsaw Man figures coming out. They are my favorite ones I've seen so far. I think the painting on it, the detail on it captures the show and the series the best. So I'm going to give that to them. The Power one, I feel like the face on her looks a little bit off, but the blood weapons that she has and the fact that she has her cat, I think is super, super good. Now, that's not why we're talking S-Fire, okay? Now, they did also announce they're doing an Itadori Yuji figure, okay? Nothing really special about that. Sam, why are we talking S-Fire? Why are we talking S-Fire? Here is why. Look at this My Hero Academia figure. I have to have this. That is the coolest looking Deku figure I have ever seen. Of course, it's got Eri as well. That is probably one of my favorite, the overhaul fights. Oh my God, it looks so good. And that's what I'm saying when they're painting. I think the colors, how vibrant it is so good. so good. I have to have this deck figure. Look at, you can see the One For All lines on his arms. I mean, it is amazing. I think S-Fire came out swinging. Not only did they only have a Deku figure, they had an All Might figure. This one, it is cool, but I mean, they gave him, like, I get he's in a buff power struggle, but his face looks weird, man. It looks really weird. You could also place this All Might on a toilet and you would have the same interaction. So that is not my favorite, but that Deku figure is amazing. I'm going to throw a special shout out in. It's not anime, okay? But they also did show a Sonic and a Shadow figure, which I think looks equally amazing. So S-Fire came out swinging in my mind, all right? They came out real swinging. All right, now we're moving on to a few figures which I just think are technically beautiful. I don't even know what they're from, but I was like, damn. That's impressive. First up, we have Oriental Forest. They have this lady in a big fucking dress and a big rifle. I think it just looks crazy. The details on it is super cool, super well done. I don't know if she's even from something. I just saw that. I was like, all right. It's like impressive, not bad. So I give it to them. You know, I don't know if I would necessarily buy it, but I was impressed when I saw this figure. Next is another one by LEMOE figure, I believe. I'm starting to learn I just have a thing for when the fabric is all over the place. Because this is another one, girl with a huge rifle, no idea if she's from a show, what she's from. I just think the details with the petals on the ground, with her dress going all over the place, I think it looks really good. It's not painted, so I'm interested to see what the painted version looks like. But the sculpt, I think the details on it is really good. So I'm looking forward to seeing what it is. Once again, I bet this figure is going to be absolutely bonkers expensive. Now, I'm going to move on to something. I have started to watch the show. I couldn't get past the first couple episodes. I know it's very popular. Overlord. This figure is from Idelite figure. Now, the details on it, once again, I mean, I don't know. The figures are going to get so bonkers crazy in the coming years that they're already looking so good. I mean, the wing detail is good. I like kind of the kimono getup, the big sword. It looks amazing. And you can see the main character right in the background hanging off of her sleeve. I mean, the details there are just so good and so gorgeous where it makes me want to give Overlord another shot. Okay, I don't really like Monster Girls, but I might give it another go. I hear it's really good. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Maybe I'll think about it. All right, moving on to hobby stock now. This figure, I assume, is a Miku. Because at this point, I think Miku has the market cornered on blue pigtails. I don't know if it is or not, but once again, look at how many details is happening here. It is crazy. She's on top of a whole bunch of stereo systems. She's singing. You can tell it's a crazy figure when they have the stands in the background. You can see the two poles coming up that have to stand up the figure. That's how you know it's going to be crazy. They've added too much stuff to it. They need additional stands, and they got to just put a full fucking pole up there. It looks really good. Another one that I probably won't end up buying, but I was impressed by the technical ability of this figure and that she's standing on a whole stereo system. I think it looks really cool. Let me know if it's a Miku, because I don't know, and I don't follow Miku, don't normally buy anything Miku, so let me know. Also from Idelite, we have the main character from that time I got reincarnated as a slime. In a bit of a samurai uniform. I've only watched the first season of this show, so I don't know if this is an actual canon uniform, but it looks amazing. The figure is literally being held up, you can see through the smoke, by a little plastic peg right there. And then the rest of it, obviously the clouds are helping, but look at it. It is amazing. The coloring's not done, so they just have the mold. It looks so good. The detail on the armor, all the little imprints on the vest, so you can see the wings. It looks amazing. So I highly recommend this because, I mean, listen, I love hating on the show. One of my boys, Hap, he loves that time I got reincarnated slime. So I love putting it down, but this figure is amazing. Really good. So far, Idelite has come out swinging as well. Everything looks really good. Union Creative International Ltd. All right, we got to get the full name. We got to give them the proper respect. Look at this Evangelion figure. Now, I don't know if you get the whole thing or if it's two figures connected, because you see the base. It looks like it's split right down the middle. If it's potentially two figures put together, it is still amazing. It is a full-on battle scene happening. It looks so good. The details on the buildings, the fact that one is literally pushing off of a broken building, it looks amazing. I can't say I saw this figure and I was like, no fucking way. Like, no fucking way. That's like an actual... I think more figures should come out as battle scenes with the background in it. You know, like the scenery, the buildings, the cityscape. It looks so good. You can even see tiny little cars on the ground. I mean, I had to finish with a banger. This one looks so good. Once again, I'm sure this is going to cost literally an arm and a leg to get this. Imagine the shipping costs of this figure. It is basically, it looks like a statue. Obviously, I don't know how big it is. We could get it. It could be like this. And that it could be the tiniest little thing ever. which again would be a kind of bit more impressive as well. But imagine a full-scale, huge Evangelion figure that you could get. It looks amazing. Whew, okay. That was all of my favorite figures from this year's Wonder Festival. Obviously, this is the winter edition. They do it biannually, so you'll see me in another 6 months, and we'll check out some more figures. Let me know if you guys saw any that I didn't mention that you thought were really cool. What was your favorite from the bunch? And, of course, make sure you guys subscribe, like the video. It helps me out because I do like checking out the figures. And I will see you guys next time for when we do some more anime figure window shopping, okay?